Sorry, y'all. My alarm went off. Got as I was saying in the first part, definitely got this iPhone 900. You might as well use it. All the features. Although a video camera is always better. But this is number 55, and I have this lemon tree over here that I'm gonna move because it had 3 lemons on it, and I got it when I was in North Carolina, and it was inside the house, and then I put it out here, and it got cold recently. We had a real kind of cold snap, and it did something to it, and I started to put it in the greenhouse, but you know, it's so much. Not overwhelmed, but sometimes you can get yourself overwhelmed, like you're taking on too much. And it's all right. I just want to give these just a little splash because later on today, when I come out, I'm going to do some work out here. Now, this is Tomato City's new house area. Gentrified the backyard, so Tomato City used to be over there, and now it's over here. But I think what's going to happen is those onions and the garlic and everything is going to move over there by the melons. But I want to research whether melons are okay with living near tomatoes or living near garlic and onions. And because there's a lot of sun over here right now. Those 2 bushes, I forgot what they're called. They turn red in the fall, but those were also I got from Lowe's. And my fig tree, this one's growing. That's the weirdest thing. The other one is kind of sitting over there in the cut. But my other trees, my plum trees, I got a plum tree back there. I got another peach tree. I'm gonna put that next to its cousin, big sister. And I'm gonna I took those out of Skid Row, this pine tree. But I need to create some privacy because my pergola collapsed or something fell on it. I don't remember or no, but in any event, I am gonna make some movements. And here's the truth of the matter. You know how it goes. If you are gardening, you will rearrange this thing again. So I'm not making any promises that that's all what's gonna be done, but when it gets to the point where I can't do anything about it, I can't do anything about it. These are grapes in here. This is number 15. Those are grapes I bought. I need to label them. And these are some kind of berry or something from last year. More berries, raspberries. I only know because of the vine. And I'm just gonna give them a little tap of water because I'm gonna hit them all with some 511. Now this did very well. It came back. These are probably ever bearing because earlies because of how the leaves, they came up first as all the things. And this is struggling over here. These are more grapes over here struggling. My water barrels are getting put together this week so I can catch some of these rain barrels before the municipality says, oh, you can't do that. Like, that's the dumbest thing a city or a municipality should be worried about. But that is also my opinion, right? And I have another ball over here, so maybe my neighbor kids are losing their balls. They don't ask for them back, so I'm not going to lose my mind in giving them back. When they ask for it, they can get it. It's not a bad thing, but you know what? Asking for it back, unless they feel like, oh shit, we're in trouble. No, you're not. But I have said, hey, put up a bigger fence, because they play ball. I'm going to stop anybody, kids from having fun. But I also don't want it to mess up my food source. But you know what? I'm learning in my ripe old age of 21 times 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If some stuff ain't worth arguing about, especially when you live in a close proximity of people. You know, I'm supposed to do like argue about kids playing? No. But I also think there's a level of rudeness that can be avoided. And with that being said, this is my other apple tree. I have 2 of them. The odd thing about this apple tree is like last year, I think I mentioned it in the previous video, it didn't do anything. Like not one apple even looked like it. And right now I saw some flowers. Okay, there's some right there. So I think that's a sign that I'm gonna get some apples this year. You know, I think what I'm gonna do, this is number 89. I'm mentioning that so that when I look at this video again, I start making some notes about what to wear. I tell you what, one of the things, if you want to have a garden or a homestead or whatever that you have a lot of lilies, you buy 1, 2 at best. Next year they will come back. They're perennials and they will come back. And these Asiatic lilies, they came back so fast and so strong. I was kind of shocked. I'm like, whoa, I got like a ton of them. And what I did was I just separated them up and I put some over here, and look how tall these got, you know. And that's Rock Creek Park. Doing it in the park, doing it after dark. Oh yeah, Rock Creek Park. I was telling my daughter that back in the 80s when I was hanging out, that we used to drive down there from Jersey just for like a party or just to see all the young dudes in the park. And we're from Jersey and style out and stuff. Now I can't even drive to exit 3 on the turnpike without going to sleep. I'm at exit 15, you know, 15. And I'm like, now you can't even drive down. I can't even get down to exit 3 and I'm already sleeping tired. But that was fun times, you know. Youth is lived by the young, you know. That's how it goes. Like, I'm not hurt by it, but I'm hurt by it because the energy level that you have when you get older is way different, like way different. So, yeah, going down the Rock Creek Park. Didn't even think of the dangers. Like, like now you always worry about, can we go there and who's getting shot? You know, you always say, do they get shot down there? It is terrible, you know, and it's not where you live, it's everywhere in the country, and people blaming it on guns, and I'm totally not trying to hear that. Like, maybe I hope I don't say something that's going to hit the algorithms and kick me up out of here, but guns don't kill people, people kill people. But I do think they are they balance things out, because, you know, they can't always be, you know, the ones with guns. Like, one group can't always be the ones with guns, and you know who that group is. I'm not saying I don't trust law enforcement, but there's some people that ain't trustable everywhere, in every kind of arena. You know, in my office, there's some people that ain't trustable. Like, there's a dude talking about, oh, make sure you take this check and put it away and hide it, this and that. We're like, this check is for $5. Like, no, because somebody might know. You're probably that mother that does that. Like, you worried about, people that worry about certain things, like, I think that's their mindset, that everybody can't be trusted, because sometimes it's them who can't be trusted. That is the absolute truth. And I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying, like, you worry about something that to the rest of us don't make any sense. Like, make sure you lock this $5 check under lock and key. Look, people will steal the stink off of the caca. They don't give a damn. They will steal. So the $5, you know, as far as getting lost, that's one thing. You know, something like that, like $5 is replaceable, but still, it's just the principle. If you making a whole federal case, you know what? I shouldn't do that. This brain is too hard because I'm in a rush. A whole federal case on $5, like a $5 issue, whereas $500,000, it's like, okay, you know, that takes like considerable more time and effort to cut. You know, someone has to approve the check to approve the check. That approves the check, and the check must be approved, you know, and then approved again, because the bank's like, hey, you're not going to get that in cash. The banks don't have that kind of money. You got to order it, and receiving it is a whole thing, you know. Not that I've had the pleasure of knowing about receiving a $500 check, you know, $500,000 check. So, you know, I don't think they even write one. And you're just going to a wire. You better have them instructions right, because that hits my account. And you're in the wrong account, I'm going to be a happy girl for one day, because you ain't reversing that interest. You can, but, you know, just being facetious right now, acting silly. I am going to go back and figure out what I did with my darn sandwich and come back out here later on today when the sun goes down. We finally got some decent weather here in 6 feet in Jersey, or 6 or 7, depending on what Mother Brother Nature's doing. I don't know. And everybody, enjoy the rest of your day and live from the ground. Peace out. This is how she's looking now. Peace.